Well, hi, everybody, and welcome in to the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show for this Wednesday. I'm trying to talk softer because my mic is right here close to my mouth. People say I talk too loud sometimes. Welcome to the Coaches Show on a Monday, joined by Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director, Sammy Burnett. How are you, Coach, and how was your weekend?
I had a fine weekend. I thought we had some great weather. Got to watch a little NASCAR. So it was
I know
all good.
you and Star been in here for 20 minutes talking about that NASCAR race
Well,
yesterday.
it's back. The season started, so we have something to watch on the weekends and get excited about it.
Austin, what's his name? Cedric?
Austin Cindric.
Cindric won yesterday. A rookie.
Rookie.
All right, here's our trivia question. If you were listening to the show this morning, you know the answer. Who was the last rookie to win the Daytona 500?
I was in the weight room this morning, Carl. So the last rookie to win the Daytona
2011.
2011.
Star knows.
That would be, what's his name?
That's right, Star.
Yeah,
he got it right.
Number 9.
Who was it?
Chase Elliott.
No. We had it this morning. I forgot who it was. Yeah, Blaine.
Trevor Bain.
There you go. Good job.
Thanks.
Anyway, exciting race, I hear. A lot of twists and turns, literally.
I've learned that it's a race you just have to get a lot lucky and not be so good. But for Austin Cindric to win it on his first year as a full-time racer in his first race, to win the Daytona 500 is huge. You got guys at 17, 18 years in that have won 100 and something races and haven't won one. I'd be referring to Kyle Busch. But then you have people like Tony Stewart who are sitting in the press box calling the race that's retired, that's ran it 19 times and never got a win. But there's a whole lot of luck that goes into those super speedways because of the wrecks. So they're fun to watch and they're exciting, but you just never know who's going to win till the last lap because of that super speedway and the way they draft the whole time.
All right, so the big race is in the books and time to move on.
Time to go to California.
Are they going to California? Yep. Holy cow. Maybe we'll see some of those trucks move through on the interstate.
Yeah, they run backwards in California. You know, they're sort of backwards out there. So
we know that.
They run the race backwards.
All right. Well, good stuff right there. There was something else I was going to mention about the race, but I don't remember what it was. Y'all remember?
Nope.
You can't read your mind.
Here, look into my head. What was I going to say?
That boy needs some more.
Scary.
That boy needs some more sleep, doesn't he? He is off about it.
Hey, we got to make a trip today. We're going to Merkel to watch May basketball. Tomorrow we're going to Graham to watch Brownwood basketball.
Going to watch a little basketball tomorrow. That's for
We'll
sure.
talk a little bit about that, but you've got a lot of results from the weekend to talk about.
Let's go through it. I want to first go back and mention that our basketball team had their all-district meeting, and we had some all-district basketball awards. Co-district MVP defensive player was Tessa Goodwin, which is a superlative. First team all-district, Kinsley Walker, and second team all-district was a junior, Maddie Powell. We had honorable mention Nasa Leach, Jalen Savage, and Dakota Simpson, and then had 12 other young ladies that were academic all-district. So congratulations to those ladies and those awards. Going back to last week, we had track Atlanta on an Arctic frozen coldy day. Kids did well as a quad meet. Our varsity finished second in that meet with 150 points, right behind Lano with 151 points. Our varsity girls won that meet with 121 points, so congratulations to them. Coach Howard and Coach Neely were very pleased with the way our boys and girls participated, so congratulations to them for kicking off their season in a good way. Boys and girls soccer stumped their toe against Steenville, both of them dropping those matches, but hopefully they'll get back in the win column as they travel to Graham tomorrow to play Graham for their second round of district play. The girls, 2 games, sub-varsity games at 4 o'clock, and the girls will play at 5:30 and the boys at 7:30. Softball girls went to Anson, were successful in 4 innings, 15-0 against the Anson Indians, Tigers. So congratulations to them. Talked to Coach Coach Harris with baseball, and thought the kids did well. They struggled at the plate, but played good defense and threw the ball well. Not real concerned with the plate stuff because it takes a while for hitting to catch up with pitching at the first of the year. So I know that they'll work hard to get in the groove to work on that. But all in all, he thought it was a good scrimmage. And then our tennis team went to Coppers Cove. Peter Lee consistently doing well, staying in the top 3, finished 3rd, and also with in boys singles, and then in our mixed doubles, River Prada and Tatum DeHart won consolation, so they're staying up there as well. Consolation is a hair above 3rd, and then finished 2nd the week before and 3rd week before that, so they're consistently doing well. So congratulations to the tennis team. Again, we got basketball by district match but against Vernon tomorrow night in Graham at 7:30. You can get those tickets on grahamisd.com. Tickets are $4, so go online to get those tickets. Boys and girls soccer at Graham as well, so maybe get there a little early, watch some of that girls game or maybe all that girls game, and then watch a little bit of go and watch the basketball game. And if you don't have anything to do tomorrow, we've moved the track meet from Brock from Thursday to tomorrow and Tuesday due to weather. So they'll be running at 9 o'clock. So if you have the day off, just drive over to Brock, watch the track meet that starts at 9 o'clock, head to Graham, grab you something to eat on the way, head to Graham, watch a little soccer, and then run to the gym and watch some basketball. So it's going to be a good day tomorrow for that. We also have softball at home against Dublin. The varsity will be at 4:30 and the JV at 6:30. And then again, track is going to be at Brock tomorrow instead of Thursday.
There you go, a full schedule. And then go ahead and talk about Wednesday because we'll have the show Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, and then, we'll go through the rest of the week just to give you an idea, but that's going to be tentative based on weather. I know we have the possibility of some bad weather. We do have our UIL football meeting set for Wednesday at 11 o'clock in Big Springs. Dr. Young and I will travel to Big Springs to set the rules and guidelines and prices and all that kind of stuff
Maybe
for the
times and
football
stuff.
district. Yeah, right now it looks to me like, everybody in that district's played at 7 o'clock. Lubbock plays at 7 o'clock with their games because they have double headers. They play at 4 and 7.
Right.
So there's 5 of us. I imagine there'll be a 4-1 vote. I'll vote for 7:30, but I'm sure we'll get voted out. But as of right now, we don't know, but I'm guessing those games will start at 7. And then, of course, you set the guidelines, tiebreaker rules. There's all kinds of variables that you go over. And we set as athletic directors and head football coaches and go over those rules. And then we pass those to the superintendents, and then we vote on it, and then we come out with a resolution. So we'll work on that district plan tomorrow. And then also golf is going to Kingsland for their state preview, girls golf. On Wednesday. Thursday is an open day. We have nothing going on Thursday, but Friday we'll have boys and girls soccer again at Mineral Wells. Same thing. It'll be 4, 5:30, and 7:30. Tennis will be at San Saba starting at 8 o'clock. And then the boys will head off to Lubbock Friday and Saturday for their district regional preview. Don't know what's going to go on with that. Talked to Coach Jones this morning. Looks like the weather's going to get bad there, like in the teens. So I don't know if they'll try to get that thing in or if they'll try to move it to another date. But that's the schedule for the week tentatively. We'll stay that way unless we get poor weather, and then we'll adjust accordingly.
All right. Man, it's a busy week. Hey, let's go back to something there you talked about. Oh, track. Yeah, good showing at Lano, and I'm probably going to suspect that not either one of those teams probably had a full squad.
That's correct. We still have basketball going on. We have some kids that have just been out there for the first time. We have some kids that are injured that will, play a big part in what's going on in track. Our numbers are good. The girls weren't even planning on attending the track meet because of basketball, but when our girls were knocked out, they decided to take the girls with not much work, and for them to put up 120 points, even though it's a quad meet, to put up 120 points is big. And then the boys, like I said, fell to Lano just by a point. Lano had 151 and we had 150. Like I said, but we still have some kids that are injured that could have got some points for us, and some that weren't able to go or are just maybe not in track shape and will get points later on in the year. But it's nice to see everybody active and everybody going. For the most part, weather's cooperating with us. That track meet, it was in the 30s and the wind was blowing, but that's part of this year, and kids are used to that. So I'm excited for a real strong spring for our boys and girls sports.
Explain, what is a quad meet?
Quad meets where you have 4 teams.
Okay.
And they just run in as 4 teams. You can have a tri meet or you can have a quad meet.
Good.
But it was a smaller meet to start the year with 4 teams, and I thought they went over there. And, for our kids to go out there and get in those elements, whether it's golf or tennis, or everybody's been struggling through the weather, but they just do it with a smile on their face, enjoying their heart, and just do what they have to do. Our off season right now, we're probably having 99% attendance.
Wow.
And our kids are working really hard. And we're starting to see those results in all sports, because it's an off season for multi-sport athletes, someone that's not playing basketball or track. But most of our kids are doing something. We have a small number of kids that aren't doing anything right now, that aren't in season. So to see them grow and to see them get stronger and faster, and see that morph out onto the field or the court or whatever they're playing on, it's neat to see as an athletic director. So I commend them for the hard work and their dedication, because hard work and dedication pays off.
Boy, no doubt. You mentioned soccer falling at Stephenville. Both teams are still 2-1. A chance to pick up a couple of wins in Graham tomorrow. Still in pretty good shape in second place in district. So still looking good. Some good things happening there with our soccer program.
It was neat. I was getting in the gym this morning about 5:50. It's about time I walked in today, and I see some of the kids in there already working on drills with coaches, and they run a 2-game skid. We dropped a game to Glen Rose. We're leading by 18 in the third quarter, and then dropped a game at Lampasas where we just didn't seem like we're running on all cylinders that night, and wound up dropping that game to Lampasas. But what I heard and what I saw in the gym was encouraging. Our kids, you can tell they're not happy with where they're at. They're not happy with the results we had the last couple of games, and there was a lot of peer leadership in practice this morning at 5 o'clock, 5:30, when those guys are out there on the court. And when I came back in from the weight room, and with our other kids, and the gym's wrapping up and they're still doing a couple of things, and the encouragement I heard, the kids motivating each other to execute the drills, to execute what they were doing. It's really satisfying for a coach or for an athletic director to see when our kids are self-motivated and push themselves to be better. There's nothing better than peer pressure, peer lead, peer mentorship, and our kids are exemplifying that. And after 4 years, tomorrow we'll be starting year number 5, but after 4 years, to see that maturate throughout your whole programs, it's really nice, and it's rewarding. It just makes you smile as a coach that you're reaching those kids. And you got a small group of kids when you got a school of 1,008 kids, and you probably have 300 to 400 kids in the programs. For those 300 kids that choose to have a different lifestyle, to choose to be different, to choose themselves to choose to push themselves to be different, to get up in the mornings and to go to workouts, and to go to events and come home at 12 o'clock at night and get up and do it the next day, to make their grades. They're just building foundations for success. And as an athletic director and a coach, that's our goal and mission. And it's nice to see after 4 years, those kids are taking ownership in it and they're running the program.
All right. Again, boys basketball tomorrow. Then Graham at 7:30 against Vernon. A battle of lions, both maroon and white.
That's right.
I like it. You said tickets available at grahamisd.com.
They're $4 a piece.
All right, so y'all come on down and watch. If not, we'll have the game here on KOXC. By the way, speaking of that, I thank you, bearing gifts Sammy Burnett did this morning, courtesy, I think, of Coach Parker.
Yeah, you can thank me, but I had nothing to do with it. I just transported them to the station. Coach Parker's the one that got the hookup for you.
Those are cool. There's the Brownwood Lions, and on the back you've got the roster. And if you look way down here in
Zoom in, it says
fine print right here, it says Brownwood News, Carl Wayne and Derek Stuckley. We made the T-shirt. How about that? I've never been on a T-shirt my name, I don't think.
You have arrived, sir.
I have. Just like Navin Johnson in The Jerk. Yes, my name's in the book. I am now somebody. I'm sorry.
He's losing it. I'm telling you, he is losing
Oh, man. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yep, that is a good movie.
Steve Martin and The Jerk. All right, that was a pretty good show today, Coach. We got a lot in, man.
I appreciate it.
Yes, is there something we haven't mentioned? Who was you going? Oh, your guy. How did he finish?
He finished 6th.
6th. Not bad. Kurt Busch.
Boarded a lot. It was in an accident that was called. Yeah.
Kyle, I'm sorry.
Kyle Busch. Keselowski was beating people up out there on the track and causing wrecks. I guess he thought that was the way he could get a win, but he sure knocked a lot of big contenders out of the race early.
So who's the bad boy of race? You mentioned Stewart used to be kind of that way, kind of a bad boy of racing. So who is it today?
Well, today I imagine the whole field of cars would say it would be Brad Keselowski. He caused 2 of the major accidents.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, pushing a little too
Wow.
hard.
And now Tony Stewart's in the booth.
Yeah, he retired several years ago. He is a car owner.
How did he do?
In the booth?
Yeah.
He did fine.
Did he? It's him and who else?
Clint Boyer.
Clint Boyer and Joy.
You talk about a nut. He is a nut.
Clint?
He's sort of like you and
Really?
Clint. Yeah, he's pretty comical on the air.
Wow.
He's fun to listen to.
Let's get him down to do a game
And matter
with
of
us.
fact, he used to drive for Tony Stewart, and he was sitting up there in the box hacking on Tony Stewart.
Oh, that would have been fun
At
to
one
listen
point,
to.
he made the comment that Kyle Busch has just led 301 laps of the Daytona 500, longest laps led without a victory. He just passed Tony Stewart. So, Boyer was hacking on him in the booth.
Yeah, sounds like it. That might have been fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good stuff. And, Coach, anything else today?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Having Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson, Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Tea.
Well, I'm sure glad to get back to video. We didn't get to do it last week. But you know how many people asked me, said, when are y'all going to get back to video? We miss y'all's face on the TV.
Well, they are hard up for entertainment if they like looking at you and I.
And we appreciate Star behind the scenes and
Sure.
keeping it all going right there. All right, Coach, appreciate you. We'll visit again on Wednesday.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Coaches show every Monday and Wednesday at this time here at KOXC 1013, KOXC KBWD Facebook, and video streamed at KOXC.com.